What we always knew was that there were two intruders that went into that house, right? And then we knew that Nthabiseng, you know what I'm saying, was outside, and Mapiri was also outside. Today's testimony contradicted almost most of the things that we've heard. Nthabiseng, which is the sister to Mapiri, that's what today we heard. Actually, and she saw three people. Two intruders went into that house, right? And then Nthabiseng and I saw three people. Advocate Khumalo'S said to Zandi, I put it to you that there was no intruder in the house. Hi guys, actually, it is shubiled. When they say something is shubiled, it is this one. So we are about to unpack all of this, everything that she said. You know what I'm saying? We are about to get into this one, provided that you're interested. If you are interested, then please stick around. As you stick around, there's only one favor that I'm requesting from you guys, and that favor is that you subscribe, like the video, and you do comment in the comment section below. Why do you need to do all of those nice things, good people? You need to do it because doing it does help out a lot when it comes to the YouTube algorithm to promote and spread this video to as many people as possible. So definitely, good people, please exercise that power in favor of this video. Guys, we have proven beyond a reasonable doubt that we can take this channel to 10,000 subscribers before the end of September, because right now we are halfway through, and it's not even it's not even month end of July, but we are already halfway through. Think about it, already on 5,000 subscribers. Come on, good people, you know what I'm saying? Let's push, guys. Number two, the best way guys, that you can support me, it is by watching as many ads as possible. Actually, when you watch ads, that's how we make money on YouTube, right? So please, the best way to support is just watch as many ads as possible. Guys, you don't pay anything just to watch an ad that comes while you are watching this video. Please, good people. Now let's get into Nthabiseng or Mam Nthabiseng. I don't know. Judging from what I was hearing, she sounds like a woman, right? Okay, yeah, like a woman, like yeah. You know what I'm saying? Not like a lady, you know. If we're referring to the likes of Abu Sims, right? Dibuti, we say lady, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but this one, it sounds like we can say mom. You know what I'm saying? As old as I am, it sounds like I can say mom, judging by her voice. There are things, though, that she said which leaves a lot to be desired. The first thing that she says, she said that her car was parked. There was a friend by the name of Yolanda that had visited her. It's Yolanda Nota that had visited her, right, on the day of the incident, right? So they were parked in the pavement outside the yard. Now, let me remind you something. So I'm going to remind you certain things. The picture that was painted before was that they were parked. There was a car outside the street, right? When Nthabiseng was talking to that motorist, and the picture appeared as if Nthabiseng was outside the car. But Nthabiseng says, no, Mina, I was inside the car, right? That's the first thing. There were so many contradictions, guys. Please watch this video until the end, because there were so many contradictions to Uzandi's statement. And I was like, my babu, there are so many contradictions. Please, guys, watch this video. I want to point it out as much as I remember. If I had left something, I'll come back for part 2. So the first thing is that they were parked in, the car was parked, you know what I'm saying? So she had the gunshot, right? So when the gunshot was fired, the first one that she had, she saw a person running, you know what I'm saying? And that person was a male figure. Now, please follow the sequence here. She saw the person after the first gunshot running. Then, time was around about 8 p.m., right? The next thing, she said that there was a disagreement between Yena, Sister Nthabiseng, and Uyolanda Nota, her friend. So the disagreement was about, was this a gun or it was not a gun, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, and the other one says, no, but I mean, I've lived next to hostel, so I know a sound of a gun, right? That is Sister Nthabiseng telling this girl. Now the second sound was now closer. So according to her, she said that the second sound was now the first sound of a gun sounded like in a bit of a distance, but the second sound sounded a little bit closer now. No problem, don't worry. Hey, we'll get into that one. And then after the second sound, she saw now two people. Now please note, first gunshot, one person passed by running. Second gunshot, two people walking or running parallel. They passed the car running towards the same direction, which is the park. Right. So after that, was it the third sound, and then she saw as well the other person. So in Nthabiseng's version, there were three people that we can think, okay, there were three people that went into that house and robbed or killed our favorite goalkeeper, right? But according to the initial story, we were told that there were two people. So tell me something. It appears like this other person, maybe he was waiting outside. So why did he run? There's a lot. With that alone, there's a lot. So this person, the third person, because the people who were inside only saw two people, right? But Sister Nthabiseng saw three people. So we will assume that according to Sister Nthabiseng, there were three people, right? There's one standing outside. But the question is, she's outside. She can't see this person who's standing on the street. Now, I need to put the picture. Okay, let me give you this picture so that you can understand why I'm questioning this. The house, Mapiri's house, is an opposite to from Senzo Meyiwa, but a little bit back. You know what I'm saying? A little bit backward, right? So it is the Senzo Meyiwa's house. It is the Ngasha's house. And then it is Mapiri's house. You know what I'm saying? Mapiri's house, it is that look back opposite to it's back opposite to who's this thing? No. It's an opposite to Ngasha, right? So you see the picture now. It cannot be that a neighbor there cannot see a person standing on them, even if they are facing that direction. If you're looking at that proximity, they should have seen this person standing outside. So right there, I was like, ma'am. Hi, ma'am. Yeah, what are this one? This story is falling apart slowly but surely. I don't know, by the time we got to the fourth witness, this story would have been done and dusted. Even the neighbor, Ongashe, exposed, look, the Khumalo family. There's a video for that one I'm going to show you. Right. Then we hear that Zandi. Now, there's something that I also need to remind you about it. Remember that Zandi said she passed Nthabiseng and found Mapiri outside the yard, not inside the house. Listen to the version Nthabiseng. It's different from the version from Sister Nthabiseng. If the version Sister Nthabiseng is different from the version Zandi Khumalo, because the version Nthabiseng, Uti, she saw Zandi approaching the car, right, and then told them that Senzo has been shot. So she came running, and then Watuga, Nthabiseng was scared, and then she was like, oh, I need to take my child. So Sister Nthabiseng took the child, and then they ran into the house. Now, listen carefully. Nthabiseng took Sister Nthabiseng took the child outside or inside, I don't know. She took the child and ran into the house. Zandi followed her into the house. Then when they got into the dining room, that's when they shouted Mapiri. Mapiri came from the bedroom. Right there. Pause. According to the version given by Zandi Khumalo, Notice, she saw Sister Nthabiseng talking to a motorist. And the way she painted the picture, it was as if Sister Nthabiseng was outside talking to the motorist who was inside her car. Right? Number 2, Maphiri, according to Zandi Khumalo, Maphiri was outside the yard. Right? Not necessarily outside the street, but outside the yard. That is Zandi. Nthabiseng gave us a complete different version to that one. This video, guys, it's not even about what will come out of the cross-examination, but the story is falling apart, and I feel for this woman. Yo, I can't wait for the cross-examination. I thought I need to do this video before I do the one cross-examination, because wow. So now you've got 2 versions of the same incident, right? The first thing is that there were 3 intruders right now that we are being introduced to. The second version is that Sister Nthabiseng was actually inside the car, right? That's the second version. The third thing that we got to see is that Maphiri was never outside the yard, but she was inside her bedroom. That's the third thing. Now, there's something that I need to put it to you, or bring into your remembrance. Now, Sister Nthabiseng tells us that Yolanda Nota, who was visiting her, ran into the Khumalo family. This, therefore, leaves a lot to be desired, because then we have to ask certain questions, and those questions are: Nthabiseng, come and call us. Come and witness here and Yolanda, come and tell us what you saw when you got into the house. That's the part that I'm like, when I saw Yolanda being introduced, I was like, I want to know what Yolanda saw in that house. But again, she continued to say, I'm highlighting things that when I looked at them, I was like, wait, loophole. You know what I'm saying? We got into the house and then we shouted Maphiri. Maphiri inquired what had happened, right? So Maphiri did not hear anything. So then when they came out of that house, or from that house, after bringing Maphiri into the picture, they found that already the BMW was already there, with Senzo with Senzo, who was about to be taken to the hospital. So what I notice here is that Yolanda ran into that family. Yolanda must come and account. Ogoti, Yolanda, what you saw when you were in that house. So those are some of the things that we highlight as of now. I'm still gonna go back into this and look at the things that I might have missed, but I know that there are things that you are paying attention to. So the story of this intruder is just falling apart. You know what I'm saying? The story is not making sure. The story is not making sure. The story is not making sure. Now, I'm gonna summarize the whole thing by saying to you guys, yeah, now I know. You know what? Situations like this, they make me love my Christianity, because my Christianity tells me that don't lie. Whether it's raining or not, whether you like that or you not, whether it's your relative or not, it tells me that do not lie. Somebody here, either Zandi, Maphiri, but Maphiri, forget about Maphiri for now. Just leave Maphiri alone for now. We will come to Maphiri. The video that I've published about Maphiri, don't worry, we'll deal with Maphiri. But I was just preparing you for Maphiri. Good. Let's pack Maphiri. Maphiri leaves a lot to be desired. So now Maphiri is now being introduced, and the way she's introduced as well is different than how she was introduced to us by Zandi Khumalo. Just on that alone, let's interrogate that. Who's this Yolanda? And then look at the proximity from the family of Kelly Khumalo and the peers. Guys, come on. I'm still trying to figure out. Yeah, guys, I can't wait for cross-examination. Wait, babu. This story of intruder fell apart when Zandi Khumalo decided to take the stand. That's when it completely fell apart. Yeah, I don't know, but I can't wait for cross-examination. As of me recording this video, look, they adjourned around 10 to 1, so I decided to record this video. I was like, we need to talk about this first, then look at the cross-examination, then look at the things that we might have forgotten. My babo, the story, guys, is falling apart. But there's something I'm noticing about Zandi Khumalo. Zandi Khumalo seems to have taken a lead into this story. The person that is being shielded here is Kelly Khumalo. There's something, pay attention to Kelly Khumalo. It appears like the minister that arrived there had something to do with this case. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, what are the minister that arrived there? We need to know that minister. To those that are doing more investigation into this one, we need to know this minister. Why is it that the way I'm looking at this, they are shielding Kelly Khumalo, ne? And then pushing Zandi Khumalo. And Zandi Khumalo, she's pushing her innocence. It looks like, the way it is, ne? The person that will rather take the fall for all of these things is Zandi Khumalo. Look at the way it is playing out here. It's Zandi Khumalo that has got this, I will say, if it was a fiction, I will say she is a protagonist. She's a starring, you know what I'm saying? In the Kasi language, she's a starring. But she's not a protagonist in this case, in a way, on a bigger scale, but just on the family, on the Khumalo family, she looks like a protagonist. A protagonist is a person that leads that particular, that is a lead character, yes. On Uzalo, you've got Nkunzi. Nkunzi is a lead character. So that would have been a protagonist. But in a broader sense, she is an antagonist. An antagonist is the person that opposes everything. So that's how you see Zandi Khumalo seems to have a bigger role into this whole thing. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want you to pay attention. Pay attention to Zandi Khumalo. Zandi Khumalo seems to be the steering, in a way, like protagonist / antagonist. You know what I'm saying? According to her, maybe the way that she's been structured, she is a protagonist as far as the family is concerned. But when she appears into the court, she's now twisted and plays a role of being an antagonist. You know what I'm saying? And an antagonist is the one that opposes everything. She opposes. She's like, she's gonna set the tone and then create a narrative that there were two intruders, and then the other witnesses will follow and lie and lie and lie and lie, and their lies are just cracking apart, falling apart. Anything you want to do with it, any name